Inside this massive vessel, 5,300 people live together in what feels like a single building that never stops moving and never quiets down. Conditions that will be considered emergency housing on land are daily reality here. The nuclear-powered carrier is part airbase, part industrial hub, and part floating city. Here, more than 18,000 meals are prepared every day in kitchens that never close. Fresh water, despite being surrounded by endless ocean, must be carefully produced and rationed. And for many sailors, sleep happens just below the loudest workplace on Earth. This is the hidden side of US naval power. A machine fueled by steel, jet fuel, and human endurance, where privacy and personal space are the most valuable commodities. The USS Gerald R4 doesn't follow Eastern Standard Time or GMT. It runs on Flight Operations Time, which erases the difference between night and day. At 3 a.m., when most of the world is asleep, the flight deck is alive with roaring jets and organized chaos. By 3 p.m., while most people are finishing lunch, another wave of launches is already underway. The cycle never ends. Every department falls into this rhythm. Catapult crews rotate shifts to keep aircraft launching. Air traffic controllers guide takeoffs and landings non-stop. Maintenance crews repair jets under floodlights that turn night into artificial daylight. Everything revolves around one mission: keep planes in the air. For the crew, it means no true evenings, no weekends, and no guaranteed rest-only rotating watches. Constant announcements over the ship's PA, and jet engines screaming louder than rock concerts. Running the carrier's kitchens is like running a city-sized factory. Nearly 100 culinary specialists work 12 to 18-hour shifts, cooking 18,000 meals daily. Huge ovens roast hundreds of pounds of meat at once. Kettles hold hundreds of gallons of soups. And fryers the size of cars churn out tons of fried food. The heat and noise are relentless, with temperatures often over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Supplies are massive, over 1 million eggs, hundreds of tons of frozen goods, and hundreds of thousands of pounds of produce for a single deployment. Moving all of this requires the whole crew during resupply, forming human chains through narrow passageways to get food from deep storage to the kitchens. Dining reflects the Navy's hierarchy. Enlisted sailors eat in crowded mess halls, chiefs have quieter spaces, and officers dine in wardrooms with formal service. Yet certain meals, like the midnight midrats, unite everyone. For those on night shifts, burgers and breakfast at midnight offer a rare comfort. Even though the ship floats on salt water, fresh water must be created on board using distillation and reverse osmosis plants. These systems produce hundreds of thousands of gallons a day, enough for a small town. But demand is huge, everything from cooking and cleaning to laundry, cooling systems. And jet launch catapults relies on water when supply can't keep up. Water hours are enforced, limiting showers and personal use. Showers are communal, with no privacy, and sailors rely on quick Navy showers to conserve water. Laundry is often backed up, forcing sailors to wash clothes in sinks. Most of the crew sleep in berthing compartments that house 60 to 120 sailors each. Bunks, stacked 3 high, are so small they're nicknamed coffin racks. Privacy is a thin curtain, and sleep is constantly interrupted by noise, movement, or jet engines pounding above, with noise levels often exceeding 140 decibels. Sleeping here is a skill sailors learn through sheer exhaustion. Lighting never truly changes. Red lamps keep rooms in a perpetual twilight. To accommodate rotating shifts, the ship's motion adds to the challenge. Calm seas gently rock the racks, while rough seas can throw sailors out of bed. Rank brings better living conditions. Chiefs share rooms with fewer people. Junior officers get small staterooms with desks, and senior officers enjoy larger quarters. The captain's cabin even includes a private dining space. These differences are practical. Leaders need rest, privacy, and space to make critical decisions. But for junior sailors, cramped conditions often serve as motivation to climb the ranks. Despite the harsh conditions, sailors find ways to make life bearable. Midnight meals become social gatherings. Steel beach picnics on the deck bring rare moments of relaxation. And personal touches in Rack's photos, small decorations help preserve individuality. Mentorship, small acts of courtesy, and shared traditions create a sense of community in the middle of constant operations. By the time the ship returns to port, the numbers speak for themselves. 18,000 meals a day, nearly 500,000 gallons of water produced, and 5,300 people sharing space tighter than most land-based housing. But the true story lies in the sacrifice of comfort for mission. Every meal, every shower, and every hour of sleep keeps the carrier running, projecting US power across the globe. For sailors, stepping back on land means rediscovering privacy, silence, and real sleep. But they carry with them the knowledge of what it takes to live inside one of the most demanding machines ever built, a life defined by resilience, routine, and the hidden costs of strength.